I have worked in this corporate for 7 long years, and I have seen people from all walks of lives. People who are 15 years older to me, younger to me, ones who have taken career breaks and joined back again, everyone. I saw some of them in supremely successful careers, successful partners, beautiful jobs, while to me, from outside, everything looked great. Great houses, loving children, beautiful partners, etc. Every single thing. But one fine day, I got to have a sneak peek in their lives and speak to them personally. And you know what I saw? I saw a sense of lack of fulfillment, meaning, and purpose in their lives. I have always been an observer trying to understand what exactly is happening in everybody else's lives. And in the corner of my cubicle, I'd be watching them come and go, and I would often ask myself, that is that the life I really want? Is that something I really, really want? Great paycheck, but lack of fulfillment. Big houses, but lack of belongingness. And often, the advice I give to people today is fast forward where you are, look at yourself in 10 to 15, 20 years of time, and ask yourself this question: is that where I want to be? If you're in a company, look at the person who's 20 years ahead of you and ask yourself, is that where I want to be? If you're in a startup, look at other startups and similar roles and ask yourself that where I want to be and if that is the place I really want to be. And if the answer is no, then you need to find a new path. And for me, the answer at that time from observing was a complete no. Although the path I took to reach there was chosen by me, but they were driven by my parents and society's expectation of an ideal life. They were the ones who carved that path for me, although I chose it, but it was maneuvered by them and it just didn't feel like me. So I was constantly seeking for an alternative or a new career path. See, all of us today live in echo chambers, right? We are just surrounded by the same kind of thinking. And that reinforces our thinking that, no, the path we are on currently is the right path. And everything else is just wishful thinking. But deep down, it doesn't feel right at all. This one suggestion nobody would give you in the corporate world, but every single one of them will give you in the business world. And that is, if you want to be a millionaire or a billionaire, spend time with billionaires. If you want to be a millionaire, rather spend time with millionaires. But what if you want to find a purpose and master the mind? Spend time with people who know how to reprogram this brain of yours, who strive for the excellence, their purpose, their meaning. So for me, the first step was constantly look and find for places I belong, personally belong, and constantly challenge my own status quo to find a world of my own. Because most of us can't see ourselves in the people. So then we try and fit ourselves onto the boxes that we do see. There's this beautiful quote that I heard from Jay Shetty. It was written by a philosopher named Cooley. And he said that today I am not what I think I am. I am not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. Doesn't that absolutely blow your mind for a moment? It's so powerful. Listen to it again. I am not what I think I am. I am not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. So we live in this perception of a perception of ourselves. And it's often driven by borrowed thoughts and ideas, which is often of our friends, our societies, our parents, everybody else's. Hence, my identity is made by what my parents think I should be. My identity is made up by what my college or university thinks I should achieve. While you're living in that bubble and that echo chamber, getting to what you really, really want to do is absolutely impossible. Because maybe that just doesn't fit. And I think so many people today feel that way. No, but they don't fit into the current ecosystem or current education system. They don't fit with the 3 or 4 or 5 careers that the world has taught you that exists. So that's the process of self excavation and actualization. It first requires of you being exposed. You can't be what you can't see, right? If I've never met a billionaire, I wouldn't want to be one because I wouldn't know what it feels to be a billionaire, right? I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it feels like. So have the courage to build a world of your own in your mind, which is made up of people who you resonate with, who feel right, whose life you connect to personally. And notice keenly the path they have taken and try imbibing those in your daily life. And you will find the path which you have always wanted for yourself. So go explore and expose yourself. I don't know what it takes, but the biggest challenge of a society is that we are not exposed. If you are seeing me and wondering that, what are you saying? Like in the world of Instagram, we are not exposed. In the LinkedIn, we are next or not exposed. Like, well, what? Let me tell you that the what you're doing, scrolling, is comparison, not exposure. The time you spend scrolling on Instagram is the time you're spending in a day comparing yourself to others. Exposure is finding those three, four successful people who you really, really resonate with and imbibing their traits and adopting their paths that they have taken to reach where they are or to achieve what they have achieved. Use these empowering thoughts to build a perception of yourself, not what the outside world thinks about you.